Let's talk about these targeted occult groups that are showing up in vast numbers on the YouTube algorithm, gang stalking community algorithm. Let's talk about why these people are persistent in making these fake TI channels. I mean, what their motivation is, why they're here, what's compelling them here, and why do they shill when they get caught? Why do they have to do this perp work online? It's intelligence work. We're going to talk about how they're able to flip some targets because I do believe there's people that say, and I think these people are fake because a lot of these white nationalists targeted individuals, they they try to control the narrative so much. Like, yeah, I speak boldly about stuff because I actually research things. So I have some bold predictions, but obviously I could be wrong about anything I say on this broadcast. It's not to be taken as gospel, but let me know if the audio is clear if you're in the chat. If it's breaking up, just let me know in the chat, please, because it's raining and I'm had a lot of technical issues with my phone today. Just complete garbage. So let's go over like what would be these possible rituals be for these alleged TIs that are fake, that are allegedly a part of occult sex ritual magic. Like, yes, this does go on. Whether you're an occultist or not, we're gonna talk about all the aspects. This is for the deniers. Like, we're getting a little tired of these denier retards. And it's not about everything I say, it's about every fucking conspiracy. You can have all the insider information, all the evidence. If something happens in secret, like a goof will come in here, like a doofus NPC, like, I don't think that's happening. I didn't see it. I have to see it. I have to see it. It's called the occult. The occult represents the eye. That's why they use the eye symbolism, because back in the day, an occultist was someone that would do things to fix your eyesight in medieval times and things like that. So just ignore the doofus. We're not making any formal accusations, but this stuff is going on. It might not be as a large scale as I'm saying, but it's definitely happening. It's from years of realization. What is compelling these fake TIs to come online? Is it law enforcement? Is it the police? Oh, you have to pretend to be a fake TI for 5 years. You have to wear these certain color patterns. You have to do these symbolism and hand signals. No, it's not the police. It's not the handlers. Now, if you're coming to the realization that I am, which people have since the beginning of targeting until these fucking white nationalist talking head figures infiltrated the community, these evidenceless people that just tell stories, like that's a part of the occult too, is just to lie and tell stories because you're manipulating people's brains and changing their whole life, like destiny swapping type of stuff. So they come in, they're well-spoken white dudes. They have these long-winded stories that they come on every once a week or whatever, 2-hour live stream. They have all this support. They're just completely controlled, minimal evidence. They'll flick on a camera here and there. You know, they don't go into like testimony too much, but they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I don't think the Freemasons are involved or the Satanists." Now, it's not to say that every aspect of gang stalking is Freemasonry, but I can tell from experience. Like my upstairs neighbor at my last apartment that used to have the 300, he was like actually a 600 pound. I'm sorry. He was literally morbidly obese. And you know how people follow you in the apartment and gang stalking upstairs and they make the noise campaign. And the reason it doesn't make sense because this guy weighs 500 plus pounds, dude. Like I'm talking about, you can hear him sit down, breathe, everything, and he would be so actively following me in the apartment. It's like there's no way someone that heavy would be even moving that much, and he would do it for days on end. But long story short, I'm on like the basement level apartment. He would park his car in front of that patio where you seen that illegal immigrant guy, and he had the Freemason symbol. And those people upstairs, they were fucking with my cat. They were giving my cat fleas. They had their own flea infested cat that they kept outdoors. And when I would go to work, they would get a key to my house, presumably, allegedly, and bring that flea infested. Like I seen the cat outside scratching itself profusely, bring it to my cat. And how I know this, because when I move to hotels and move to different states, my cat doesn't have one flea on him. But I was consistently putting flea medication, which can kill a cat. It's poison, and that was part of the psyop. But anyways, he was a Freemason. Okay, I was getting followed by Freemasons cars. I was having black Freemasons, majority of them. You know, once in a while you have the one little white Freemason. You know, he's like upper class. He might show up to the gym, do like a little hand on chin, come to the gym every time you come to the gym. No, these black Freemasons were part of the Matrix. Freemason and occultism is definitely involved. They gang stalk you spiritually. So anyone denying Freemason involvement is a shill. Okay. Like we have one person. Oh, I tried to join the Freemasons. They're not involved. I used to do hands. So I tried to join them, but it's definitely not them. After I tried to join them, it's absolutely not them. Like, come on, bro. These people are occultists. They're and then another thing you could tell with these YouTube occultists, we're gonna talk about occultism first. And people, it's okay. Hey, if you're a witch, you grew up, you're like a girl, you did witchcraft spells growing up, you're open and honest about it. You know, I don't agree with your lifestyle, but at least you're not hiding. These people are hiding for a reason because they know people know about the conspiracies. They know that, like, if you're into witchcraft, you're gonna be doing stuff with poop, urine, sperm, blood. Like, you're a sick fuck. There is no witchcraft where it's just like, oh, I just say some words and it gives me money and boyfriends. And no. So that's witches have always had a bad taste, left a bad taste in society's mouth because of the perverted shit that they do. Now, not all of them do that. A majority of them probably don't do that. But like if you're talking about witches in real life, whatever, like yeah, I'm sure they probably had some orgies. They probably done some drugs. They probably like maybe sacrificed an animal at the worst, like a squirrel or a cat at the worst. Like that's what like the worst of the worst when it comes to normal witches and stuff. But when it comes to these TI occultists, these are next level people. And the case in point is that they fucking come on here and they lie to you for years with no remorse. Okay. Like this isn't a black thing. This isn't a white thing. Okay. This isn't a cultural thing. Like I'm gonna come online and lie to people about targeting. You know, like that sounds like a great idea. And I'm gonna consistently do it for a long time. And it's not just for the money. It's just, you know, the chaos, man. No, it's not a racial cultural thing. It's literally an occult thing to come on here because you know that people are in a weakened mental state that are being gang stalked. They don't know what's going on. So you can't find people like that in regular life. Everyone's pretty solid in their knowledge of who they are, whether they're a loser or successful person. They're not, their mind isn't jumbled up like a quote unquote mentally ill person or quote unquote targeted individual that's really being targeted, that's looking for answers, that's hearing disinformation, that's thinking it's everyone's gang stalking, that every little buzz is a directed energy. This is all witchcraft. It's all a cult. It's all about mind manipulation, putting you into a different frequency where your mind is more malleable because they gain power off of that energy harvest. You could be, let's say you're a good looking white woman. There's an occult faggot loser that he's a loser in real life, but he knows occult magic. So he's like, he knows about money spells, love spells, this, and that, right? So he's a fucking loser that's trying to gain power in society that needs to go to witchcraft and occult, right? He can't get women. We're just using a made up example. He can't like fucking naturally off of his good looks, charisma. He can't get women. He thinks it's magic that these other people can get women. So he's like, fuck it. I don't want to be a fucking average person. Fuck this shit. I want to get ahead in life, but I'm not fucking smart. Let me join these occult groups and do these witchcraft spells. It's a form of mind control, what they're going through themselves, right? So there's the occultist loser that's trying to gain power. Then let's say there's a hot, and we're just using race just so you have a picture in your mind. It's nothing racial. There's a hot, blonde, blue-eyed, nice white girl with a nice body, but she doesn't know that she's hot, okay? She comes from a small town, but she doesn't know that society thinks she's really fucking attractive, that she can use her attractiveness to marry a doctor, marry some rich guy, but she doesn't think like that. She has a good heart. She's a good spirited person. She wants to like find someone that she loves, like she's that type of person, right? So she's like a pure-hearted, pretty woman that's young, right? Single. And then you have the ugly occultist loser guy. Now the pretty woman is targeted, so she was normal, but now she's targeted, so she's kind of confused, like her head's like spinning. She's like, she knew what reality was. Now she's not certain. You can literally feed her anything, any lie, any manipulation, to have an end game where the pretty girl goes into the occultist's arms through the manipulation, through the spell work, and she loves the occultist, but she would have never loved that occultist loser if she wasn't in that weakened mind state. That, like, maybe she started doing drugs for a year and then she became clean on drugs. People do this shit all the time. That has nothing to do with witchcraft. Okay. So I'm just trying to give you the mind state of these people. These aren't successful, good looking people that were dealt the best hand. These are people that are like average people, below average, that really want to make it to the fucking top. They will not accept being fucking ugly and average. Okay. They're not going to go to the gym and self improve. They're not going to fucking do anything to self improve, but they know a shortcut, and that's witchcraft and that's occultism. And they can do what they think they're doing is spells, but they're really finding people in a weakened mind state and manipulating them and having long term strategies and being maniacal, and like they're doing a spell on top of that, and then they finally get that hot blonde chick from the small town that doesn't know how hot she is, and then they fucking bring her into the occult, and it's a big giant fucking thing, and they garner power. Do you see how that person's gaining power? He's a fucking loser occultist drinking blood one day, then the next day is a hot ass fucking girl, and he's manipulating her, and it's a part of a long-term strategy. Just because you don't think like that doesn't mean these people don't exist. Okay, I'm just going off of a small stereotype of these occultists that I've noticed. Okay, so they're the type of people that do drugs. They're the type of people that they absolutely do drugs. They absolutely are in a weakened mind state themselves, and then they hook up with other occultists, and they fucking, like, at the bare minimum, they're doing fucking orgies and stuff like that. And that's the Aleister Crowley sex magic, right? Is first, it's just normal sex, orgies, fucking debauchery type of sex. Now that's the very beginning of it. And again, that's from, me hearing this stuff, watching Hollywood quid pro quo stuff, that fucking black guy that I made the videos of from 2013 that came to fruition. Okay. So the sex magic rituals, let's go over what those are exactly. Okay. So there's obviously regular sex. People are getting their rocks off, right? People have fetishes and kinks and things like that. Whatever. That's level one. Level one is just hooking up, having sex with someone you like or whatever, and having some type of sex, right? Good or bad. Level two is the fetishes, kink. This is normal people stuff. Fetishes, kinks, fucking things like that, right? So that's, you're getting into the occult. Like, if you're into that stuff, you can be recruited into the occult. Okay, if you have these fucking really hardcore fetishes for, even, it could be heterosexual stuff, you know what I'm saying, but it could be, anal or something like that. And that's when you start getting into the cult. You start doing that, you start getting into the drugs. The drugs is really what fuels, obviously. The reason why drugs fuels it is because when you get older, you're just not going to be able to have sexual stamina. So when these drugs get you hard and you fucking feel new sensations that you wouldn't feel during normal sex, you become addicted to it, on top of the physical addiction to the drugs. So these are hardcore drugs. We're talking about your cracks, your fucking crystal meths. I mean, it's above cocaine. Cocaine, I think it gives you a limp dick, if I'm not fucking sure, right? But that's just a party drug that you do in college and things like that at a party. It's nothing major about that. The stuff, and this is all witchcraft, it's called pharmakia, like doing crystal meth. Let's talk about crystal meth. So you have a normal person that does crystal meth, right? They're normal their whole life. They start doing it for work or whatever, and to just, they need to work harder or something, make more money, and they're, I don't know, they just start doing it, right? After a while, from staying up and hallucinating, dude, these people sell their kids. Like, you can see it on the news. They sell their children. And if they never did meth, you know, they're still bad people, don't get it wrong, but they wouldn't be selling their fucking kids. They're selling their kids for $500. They're abusing their kids because they're high on meth for 5 days straight and fucking horny and shit. They're fucking selling their kids and doing all types of fucking shit that they wouldn't do on meth. It's a form of witchcraft, especially meth. It's a very dangerous fucking drug. There's been a time that I read, these are real life police stories and everything. This guy, and this happens all the time. It's just these people will do meth and they'll kill their kid, dude. They'll be meth heads and they'll just be like fucking having kids and then they'll kill one of them. This happens a lot, and it's the drugs that's doing it. Okay, so this is who they're getting recruited into the occult. It's people that've been in prison. It's people that they can find in the prison system. Oh, this person went to jail for drugs, this, and that. So these fake perps are being targeted, and then they're becoming brainwashed to join the dark side. So it's a long process, but the process starts with drugs. It starts with you can live, and again, this is with a King Mansa mindset where you can live off of this online income. Like online income is like a form of disability. I used to do affiliate marketing back in like 2009, 10, and 11. So it is possible. And there's Amazon, there's all this stuff. And I'm just telling you from firsthand experience, it's possible to make money online, but it used to be way fucking easier before the social media influence. Now, with social media, if you have the following, I guess it's easy to make money, but it's so controlled that you can't. But just the idea of living purely off of an online income, that's like something that happened in 2010, 11. It's not, you know, it's possible if you're like you have to be like a really smart, like you have to be 140 IQ to fucking make money online, survive. It's possible, but there's so many scams. There's so many like you'll find a way to make money, then that way will dry up and it won't make as much money because it costs money to advertise. Like it's not free to make money online. So it is a business. So it's not simple, but these people are bought into the mindset of I don't want to work. I shouldn't have to work. I am a god. I am an occult god. Um, these people that don't have the occult knowledge, I was chosen by the special group, and the people that weren't chosen, even if they are better looking, athletic, whatever, liked by society, they weren't chosen. Why weren't they chosen? I was. I'm the god. I shouldn't have to work. Look at all these celebrities. Look at all these black celebrities that don't have to work. Look at I Show Speed. Look at Aiden Ross. That's how they think. Okay, these occultists. So that's their mindset for employment. It's like, dude, I'm not working a fast food job ever. They're low class people, but they're like, I'm never working a fucking fast food job. I'm never doing this type of job. I'm never fucking doing this. I saw another person go online. Hey, they might be part of the occult too. If they can join the occult, make money online, so can I. So I'm gonna figure out all the ways, whether it's disability, food stamps, internet income, this, that. I'm gonna circumvent hard work and labor. I'm gonna do my drugs, and I like to have fucking sex, you know? The whole Christian church doesn't want you to have the sex you want. It's evil. They're trying to control you. This is the way to break free. This is all Aleister Crowley, I should say, doctrine. Okay. And this is all they believe. They're part of a group. They didn't learn this out of fucking nowhere. Someone takes them in, a handler, as like a big brother, big sister figure to put them into the group. Hey, I noticed you've been struggling. I noticed that you've been going through this and that. You know, Christianity is bullshit, right? Here's the real way to get ahead in the real material world because you're the God. I see this shit happen, play out in real life with people I know in real life. I'm not going to be mentioning names, but they went from Christian to, and this is the most dangerous transition and that you should fear the most as far as these people are cutthroat fucking demons. If you go start out as a Christian, then you end up as an occultist. Now, if you're an occultist the whole time and you're an atheist the whole time, fine. No one can control your mind. That's how you think. But when you know about Christianity, you know about the evils, you know about Satan and his deception, then you turn everything back to join. That's the ultimate form of evil. There's no coming back from that because you made a fucking choice. Like when you join the Freemason 33rd degree, they hand you a Bible And if you spit on the cross or something, they hand you a cross. If you spit on the cross, you make it to the next level. But if you fucking like take the cross and act like you know you're with Jesus, you stay in. Oh yeah, you pass, but you actually stay in the same level. You don't make it to the next level. They don't have any use for you. They want that duality. They want the both sides where you are the good person, then you fucking change into the bad person. Okay. Because you have knowledge of the good side and now you're an agent of evil. So let's go into the actual ritual practices that these people are doing, okay? So like these ZOB free sorority whatever. This one woman was exposing. She used to be a sorority member, said it was even satanic. So it's not me just making it up. Oh, I don't like the way you guys do stuff. No, they do the satanic hand signals and they're fucking Satanists. It's that simple. They just pretend that they're not. And it's a form of Freemasonry where you're getting initiates to find out the worst of the worst to promote them. So this lady, she was part of ZOB sorority, and she said one of the rituals is you get an egg. They get an egg. They crack an egg in one girl's mouth. So there's 5 girls or whatever. They're all sitting on their knees with their mouths open, okay, in a line. So the big sister, that's what they call her, like the handler, she'll crack an egg that went through the rituals herself into the one girl's mouth. So the girl will have an egg with yolk in her mouth. And then she has to put it in her mouth into the next person's mouth. And then she does it from her mouth to the next person's mouth. These are black women doing this shit, man. We all know our black women, like they don't like being all dirty and nasty and shit and doing weird shit. This is shit you would think a white person would know. These are black people doing this shit and that they keep a fucking secret. Okay? This is how these people operate. They don't tell you that they do this shit. It had to be someone from the inside whistleblowing. And I could link her video to tell you. And if if the yellow part of the egg breaks in any of the women's mouths, they have to start all over. So just imagine swapping spit. That itself is a fucking ritual. And I'm gonna be naming names. I think that Puffy, we're gonna call her Puffy the Narc Slayer. She Diddy. We're not gonna name her name because she works with the police. She's the only TI, which I don't agree with weird ass fucking Toby, whatever. Like she's a psycho, so she deserves a restraining order. But the simple fact that you're targeted and the police take anything you do, especially with online trolling, they take it seriously and they do all this man hours and there's all these detectives in these fucking different jurisdictions wasting hours of their time. Like detectives make like $200 an hour to put restraining orders for online people that they know will never fucking see you in real life. They'll never make that trip, that whatever 13, 14, 15-hour road trip. And that they're doing this long-term case for you as a TI. I think she's part of these fucking sororities. Okay, and that's where it starts out. And if you ask anyone in the store, oh, we just do the devil horns and we're just good people. And so for now, I'm gonna call her Puffy the Narc Slayer, She Diddy. I'm not going as far as what Toby said, but I believe the way she keeps coming on and bashing. And again, I'm not anyone that even fucking touches a church. Okay. But the way that again, someone that flip-flop from Christianity to the occult, and then now you hate the church and you're making these false narratives around God. Okay. Now the church, whatever, church people are fucking strict, they're annoying, they're hypocrites. We get it. No one is saying that church people are good people whatsoever. Most of them fucking are into debauchery, cheat on their fucking spouses, and they're like armchair Christians. So no one's fucking saying anything, right? Every live stream. Oh, God doesn't want you to be rich. God wants you to be poor. God wants you to be suffer. Oh, it's satanic. You're part of pure. Even Satanists, white Satanists, don't talk that much shit on God. Okay? They might feel that in their fucking heart. They don't talk that much shit every fucking live stream. Like, bro, we are not Christians. Do you not understand that? That's what makes that suspicious. You're not speaking to a pew full of Christians, bro. These are people on YouTube that maybe they believe in God, but they're not going to church every Sunday and they're not promoting Christianity. And she coming on here bashing Christianity. It's because she's a Satanist. She's showing her allegiance and fucking pounding her fucking monkey chest. How fucking tough she is, because she used to be a fucking goody two-shoes Christian. Now she learned that the God wanted her to be poor, and the witches, the witchcraft, and the money spells that Charles Marlowe does. Yeah, I'm so great because I'm doing witchcraft. You're not doing nothing, bitch. You're a fucking loser in society, bitch. Single ass mom can't even find a man doing witchcraft. Can't even find a fucking man, bro. You're making a little bit of money because you're a fucking woman. Yeah, society fucking helps women make money. There's things called welfare, child support, tax returns. Think that's witchcraft doing that shit? That you're living off the white man's fucking social services system, bitch? Fucking hate these fucking people, dude. And they sit here and gloat and try to recruit, and that's what she's trying to do, recruit more people into her fucking occult organization. You're making Toby seem like the most fucking rational, sane person that's ever existed because you're so fucking evil. If you want to do occult and witchcraft, do that shit in the shadows. Do shadow work. You don't need to brag and try to bring other people. If it's so great, do it for your fucking self. Oh, she even said, oh, did you know the demons were actually gods before God came? Like, she's making it seem like God is a person that came way later, wrote the Bible, and was just some made up, like, weak ass thing compared to Baal, Molech. Like, we know what the demons are. They all want child sacrifice. That's why we fucking hate them. They literally, do you know Molech, the gods that she's talking, the quote unquote gods? Dude, they used to fucking have sex and murder children and set them on fire and have sex next to a burning fucking baby. Do you think I want to fucking worship that or team up with that over God that we know in the Bible? Like, I'm not saying that you have to be a Christian, but that's the choices here, guys. Oh, God in the Bible's strict. He acts like a fucking, like a strict dad. And then you have Molech, who's like, fucking burn your fucking son and daughter and fuck right in front of them. And that's too fucking bluffy. She's like, yeah, Molech is the real God. No, bitch, you're an evil fucking warlock whore. And I know you're talking like that, Puffy the Narc Slayer, She Diddy, because you've been through satanic rituals where you were dogged out like that black guy saying, in the videos. I don't know who that guy is, the whistleblower dude, but I have heard those videos over and over. I used to listen to these videos. I done research, right? She's getting fucking dogged out by fucking Satanists. And you know, she was a normal person. You can tell by how she's talking. And this is all opinion. This is allegedly. I don't know. This is just my way of a psychic reading. Because I'm more powerful than a call. I can look at you and tell you what you did. How much fucking booty you ate last summer, bitch. Like, I can look at you and tell if you're a booty eating, stank breath, fucking Satanist little fuckhead. I don't care who you are. You could be male, female, occultist, non-occultist. That's the real witchcraft. The real witchcraft is God is real. Each human is a fucking projection of God. So they have God-like abilities that can fucking propel them in life. Okay? Because we're an image of God. So we're not just human animals, shaven monkeys. Like, we have psychic abilities. It's nothing to do with fucking drinking period blood and eating some guy's anus that's a Freemasonic lodge master. Okay, and he's lying to you and saying it's a ritual that's going to enlighten you, and then gives you a couple dollars. You come on YouTube. Like, she's a booty licker. She's eating fucking. They put her through the rituals allegedly. Okay, I'm not saying this happened. This is my psychic reading. Okay, again, I believe she was a normal person at one time. Maybe dabbled in the occult. Then she started getting with the heavy hitters. She started eating taint. She started getting urinated on. Okay, having bukakis. Okay, like all this Lily Phillips, Bonnie Blue shit is happening to these people, dude. And it's all these black, and again, white people do this, Jewish people do this especially, right? But the dogging out, perversion, rituals is a black thing, Okay? It's a fucking black thing. These Freemasonic freaks, these older black men that are in the lodge, that are looking at these younger black women, right? Let me see what between them legs, girl. Let me take her to the Shrine Lounge. We gonna doggo out. We gonna take Viagra. We gonna smoke crystal meth, and we gonna have a Diddy session. We invite the local pastor. Then what they do after these women get dogged out and they come on speaking like Puffy the Narc Slayer, she Diddy, okay? They come on all bravada, like brave, boasting, because in their manipulated mind, they just did a magic ritual. It's over with, and now they're getting money because it's prostitution. Basically, what these black Masonic heads are doing is they're incorporating regular prostitution with Aleister Crowley magic, and they're using mind manipulation and intimidation and seniority, tenure, and they're getting, as they get older, as they become more prominent in the lodge, they're having more freak offs. Okay, they do pain pills. See, there's a reason why I experimented and done 70% of drugs out there. Okay, so I can get in the mindset of these fucking people. So I know what a pain pill feels like. I know what it feels like to be numbed out, to have different mindsets. Now, I've never done crystal meth or anything like that, or crack, or heroin, but I'm just saying, I know a little bit about the mindset of these people, like being sober, not being willing to do something, being drugged, right? Having drugs in your system, people introducing money. They're introducing the idea of you getting paid money. So what they're doing is these women are getting dogged out in gruesome sexual fashion with multiple men, and they're getting paid for it handsomely, because to keep them quiet, to keep them subservient, to keep them coming back, okay? Because if you don't pay them, because these occultists, even if they're black, they're not people that get a lot of pussy, that are like ladies men, like that can just go up and fucking fuck a bitch, dude. Like, these people are powerless 90%. Now, the higher level Masons, they know the mind tricks, how to manipulate, how to smooth talk, how to do the hand signals, how to have the confidence to fucking manipulate someone in a room and do like that. The higher level ones that are more special, but a lot of these people, a lot of these gang stalkers are comprised of these low level initiates. Okay, like this chick Tay Lynch. I just put a video up where she says, and again, these meth head TIs, they talk about holograms, right? They're obviously hallucinations if you're on meth, right? If you're smoking meth and you see a hologram, it's a hallucination. So she said her daughter's sleeping, and that her daughter's father is doing some grotesque sexual. I might have cut off for a second. Mic check. I accidentally hit the power button on my phone. But her, on a hologram, her father is basically whacking the old stick on her shoulder, and she says this, right? That's supposedly a hologram that she can only see because she's high on drugs, right? Her daughter's sleeping. She says that the dad says, "Turn your head, whatever, little girl," right? So the girl turns her head, and she's like, "I know that they can fucking hear. I know that they say they can't see the holograms, but I know other people can see the hologram." So she's assuming that her daughter can see the hologram. But how would your daughter see a hologram if A, she's asleep, and B, it's a hallucination from meth? How would she see it? That's what I'm saying. That story didn't make sense. It sounded like something that happened in real life. Now, in my opinion, was it part of some type of meth fucking psychosis breakdown? Or was it part of initiating her into a fake target? Because there's people that do that. There's people that sell their kids. So did her kid get sold, and that's how she has her apartment? and she's coming online with the cheetah print nails and doing the devil horns. That's exactly what these occultists, and that's more of the white child trafficking. It goes both ways, but there's a lot of white child trafficking occultist type people that like are like man boy love and all that crap. So is that what that represents is all I'm asking. Like, you have the cheetah print, which obviously represents the MK Ultra sex slavery prostitution, okay, especially with white women wearing the cheetah print, meaning that it means that they like black dick. So when you see a white woman wearing cheetah print, or she has a spade tattoo, again, for stupid dumbasses that live in Colorado that have fucking slopes for foreheads, that bang their head on brick wall, go do 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 do. They don't understand that shit. Like, there's hidden symbolism that has nothing to do with color. Like, if a woman has a spade tattoo, look what that means up on Google. That means that she only fucks like dark black dudes. Like, she could even have a white husband and he's in on it because she has the spade tattoo. Another thing is a woman wearing an ankle bracelet means they're in an open relationship. Look all this shit up. People speak in hidden symbols. Okay? So as a subservient slave, sex slave to these fucking handlers, did she throw up the devil horns with the cheetah print nails and then fucking try to fucking tell that story to Gaff or whatever the fuck her name, to like, because that really happened, and she, these people are part of it. They're like Cassie's. They allow, like, some of these women. These people are fucking niggers, man. I fucking hate the Northeast. Fucking niggers, you fucking retards. I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about everyone that lives here is a slope idiot. There's an ambulance fucking coming. I'm at the green light, so I stop like a person with a brain, and everyone fucking gets in the ambulance way, makes almost the ambulance fucking crash when they heard it coming. Fucking assholes. Fuck you. These people need aluminum baseball bats hitting the temple of their fucking skulls, dude. I hate it here. Fucking morons. You have to do all the thinking for everybody. If you're on a road, there's 50 people on the road. As a person with the above room temperature IQ, you have to do all of the thinking for everyone on the road. Like, I'm just sick of it. Fucking pieces of shit. When I say that shit, when I say the N-word, it's not towards blacks. It's towards fucking American bully retard idiots. A lot of them are white. They're fucking stupid. They need to be beat the fucking shit up. People still get. I'm behind the ambulance again, and people are still getting in his way, dude. Fucking idiots, dog. You don't know what an ambulance is? The lights flashing. You never been in that situation? Are you a fucking retarded baby NPC, dude? Get out of its fucking way. It's an emergency. It's not more important than your retarded fucking slope forehead ass, dude. Pieces of shit, dude. Fucking hate the Northeast, dude. Turn this shit to the fucking Gaza Strip, dude. Fucking hate it here. Bunch of white and black fucking bullies, dude. That's all the Northeast. Bunch of white. But what'd you say? What'd you say? All you could do is bully me when I was a fucking kid. See, it's not just the occultists. Like, humans fucking suck. So when you question what the occultists are doing, I didn't see the occultists hurt a child. I didn't see the Satanists abuse children. I didn't see it. That word is for you. The word that starts with an N. Your brain doesn't work. You're stupid. You haven't accomplished shit in your life except for wait for your parents to die and collect life insurance. You're goddamn garbage. Your slope forehead fucking retarded trash. That's why you don't understand it. Have you done the research, you retard? No. No. No, I haven't done the retard. No, I haven't done it. I'm not going with it to the testimony. No. Fucking idiot. It's like, you're not smarter than me. You're not better looking than me. You can't beat me in a fight. It doesn't matter how old I am. Fucking superior. I look younger than 90% of Gen Z, dude. I'm approaching 40. I look younger than people in college. You're losing. You're losing the argument. You have nothing. Going back to it, fucking Tay Lynch, fucking occultist, and we're gonna go naming all of the connections to the fake TIs at that they're doing secret operations or whatever. It's not police, it's the occult. The occult have members in the police force. Did you know that? Did you know that the Freemasons, the lodge, they might have a lodge member that's a cop? But if you hear these white disinformation, white nationalist, fucking neo-Nazi scumbags that come on here, oh no, the Masons are involved, the white supremacists are involved, the black fraternities are involved. It could be Laplace's demon. It could be. And then I'm driving behind that says Redneck Mafia right now. That's a real thing. That's a real group. That's not just a logo. That guy's part of the Redneck Mafia. It could be. Like, dude, I'm the one getting all the real dots. I have the license plates with the fucking Freemasons that have Kek. That stands for Egyptian Chaos Magic. Like, if you were to go to a Freemasonic lodge and mention Kek to like a high level Mason, they probably would know what that is. They worship Egypt. They fucking study Egypt, Egyptology. But these people, Charles Marlowe, like, dude, there's no exposing. They're exposing themselves. They're doing the symbolism. They're doing the hand signals. They're doing it in your fucking face because they think you're fucking stupid. Because they derive power and pleasure off of being above other people. People call it narcissism, but it's a backing from a group. The group is the occult. The group that operates in secret behind closed doors and closed eyeballs, one closed eye, is the fucking occult. It's that simple. And I want to go over the rituals that these people are doing because I got to wrap this shit up soon. So they're drinking blood, animals' blood. They're being urinated on. Okay. It's not just sex. It's not just a DP, dude. That's nothing. They're being urinated on. They're forced to eat feces from high level people. This is part of the ritual abuse. And they're being told and being paid and compensated and being told, well, part of your job is to be a YouTube TI. It's not just the sex prostitution. I mean, you are a TI, you are targeted. So maybe they brainwash them that occultists are targeted. Oh, there's been a witch trial in the Salem witch trial. See, we're being targeted. See, it's all narcissism. They don't like you because your light is shining and grand rising and this and that. Dude, I'm telling you fucking game, bro. These people are being ritualistically abused in satanic lodges, and just like the bare minimum is bukkake. Like, that's bare minimum shit, dude. It's it starts off with, like I said, one-on-one sexual encounters, the gagging, the double penetration. Then it's gonna go into group sex, where a group of people have sex with the one female, and it's a ritual. It's a fucking ritual. Even for females alone, just you're a fucking good, attractive looking female. You have standards, and then now you're letting 100 bozos fucking bang you, dude. Like, you're not the same person. You are fucking less than. Now those people that made you do that, you're like their slave. It doesn't matter if they fucking pay you or not. So that's why Bluffy is coming on here, running her fucking shit-eating mouth, shit-eating grin about how good her life is, dude. And anything good that happens from natural hard work, she just blames on fucking witchcraft. And then she just comes on, tries to recruit more people. And that's exactly what the fuck she's doing, allegedly. Okay? She Diddy. Puffy the Narc Slayer, dude. I'm telling you, I'm detecting that level of evil. She may not be a human trafficker, but she knows human trafficking. It's a new form of human trafficking. Okay? It is human trafficking. If you can convince a normal person to have a Freemasonic Lodge bukkake poop eating contest, that's human trafficking. You pay them, that's human trafficking. So that's what these people do, man. These Diddy freak offs. Diddy is not even touching the surface of the disgusting shit that happens. Pouring some fucking cum on your chest. I mean, that's embarrassing. That's disgusting. He's just a freaky old black dude. The shit that's going on behind the scenes, absolutely horrible. And then imagine if you ate shit in a fucking sex ritual. How can you ever come out and say that you ate shit? You would never say that. There's no incentive of you like, yeah, a bunch of Freemasons took me to the lodge back shed, and one of them shit in my mouth and made me eat it. I was crying. Like, bro, people are gonna look at you like you're a disgusting fucking piece of shit. No woman would ever. There's so many bad things that happen to women and that they fucking can't even say because society always shits on them. It has nothing to do with the occult. But yeah, I'm wrapping this shit up. But yeah, She Diddy. Oh yeah, one last thing. Gaff. I looked up Gaff, that new fucking white girl. Dude, she was fucking like, she's playing the character of living on a school bus being a hippie. She don't do no drugs. Okay? Like the character is like a hippie living on a school bus that does psychedelics with her boyfriend. Targeted, right? Ran from her community. Bro, look at her fucking Google. Just Google her name, dude. You're gonna see her all glammed out. She has a fucking Marine boyfriend that's on steroids, like a super Marine dude. Fucking, she's a cop, bro. She's a fucking cop. I got the psychic vibes. Like, I don't need a tarot card deck. Like, you people aren't good actors. I can tell who you are. You're not like psyop crisis actors from underground military labs that have been training at fucking Fort Knox for 20 years for this role. Like, you guys are clowns. You're just picking up roles. Her fucking brother's on IMDb. It's the same fucking story. Kim Mosby allegedly is saying everyone to become a sovereign citizen. So you do this process and you're supposed to get a $5,000 a month central bank payout when you denounce your US citizenship. No, it's to get you really targeted because the FBI has a watch list of sovereign citizens. Why wouldn't the FBI have a watch list? That's a serious sovereign citizens. They do it's called paper terrorism. They'll put a lien, they'll have some judge that they don't like, and they'll put a fake lien on the judge's house and make them go to court, and they fucking shoot cops and shit. Like, they think that they know everything, so they're a threat to national security. I'm saying that. They're a fucking absolute threat because a cop can give them a legal lawful order and they'll be like, well, I'm a sovereign citizen, so I don't have to follow that order, and I'm allowed to have my gun pointed at you. I'm not going to shoot you. That's what they try to do. So it's to get you watch listed. And then she's selling some $500, $600 sovereign citizen kit affiliate program bullcrap, dog, and hucking her little book. Like, dude, I'm on these people's fucking ass. I don't believe that. 2 Girls, 1 Cup. That was made by some independent guy. But that type of stuff is probably going on. But yeah, I'm wrapping this shit up, man. All these people have blackmail sex tapes on them. All these fake TIs. Even King Musa. Musa.